Put it 18 Gator.
It's 59. Mike's 59. You remember this? You remember.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Jones. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it.
He's got it at the 15. A big play there for the Bengals. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. This is Mixon on the draw. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Open man is Trey Burton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
Mike, check, 59.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going at? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. Charles, Thursday night game, you think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Rolling to his right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson.
Come on, fellas.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
18.
Trubisky to throw again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
25, check 25, check 25.
They go play action. Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Miller. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs?
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Jones. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Jones on 1st down. The open man is Westbrook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check.
Throwing Jones. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. Trubisky fighting the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. On 1st down, Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So we have reached halftime, And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, come on, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had to halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
Back close.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. Great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Here we go on fourth down with Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Yards in a Chicago first down.
We got this.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Choose the mic. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the #1 or #2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's Jones. Back to the air on 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Jones, and able to find Green. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
A draw play for Mixon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jones now operating from the gun. He's got his man, Boyd. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He completes it to Boyd. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Akeem Hicks make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have. And what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They got 8 yards out of it, but they're still left with a 4th and goal from a ways out. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. They haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go? And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Khalil Mack. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Underneath to the tight end, Burton. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak, and he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
And they take a knee.
Trubisky on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Chicago, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on...
Ladies and gentlemen,